This is the story of a hidden epidemic in modern America. It's 4 o'clock in the morning in south central Los Angeles, and vice officers are on patrol looking for girls on what they call the tracks.
A track is just an area where high prostitution, pimping, and human trafficking occur. And they usually call it a track, a stroll, or a blade. Those are the three terms that they use. The terminology when it comes to, pimping and pandering and trafficking, it's its own world. They have their own terminology, they have their own rules. And if you don't abide by those rules, then obviously the consequences can be pretty severe, especially for the victims.
It's a small undercover team trying a different approach, treating young women not as prostitutes, but as victims of child trafficking.
Everybody always says, well, how come they don't just, if they need help, how come they don't sit on the corner and go, police, police? It just doesn't work that way. Most of them don't see themselves as a victim, until we end up rescuing them and they start going through, counseling, and they start realizing, wow, maybe I really was a victim, because they just don't see themselves as one. Or the other half of them, they're so scared. They're absolutely scared of their trafficker, or their pimp. Not only what he does to them mentally, but what he does to them physically. They're afraid to leave because they're, of course, of the repercussions. Essentially, you're just re-victimizing them by putting them through the court process, and you're calling them a prostitute, and we don't do that. There's no such thing as child prostitution. They're victims. We deem it a rescue and recovery mode.
4 in Western. Roger, responding from 8-4 in Western.
Roger, Gray Hoodie.
We're going to head over to an area that's a truck stop that's becoming increasingly popular. So here we go. Girls are literally standing in the middle of the street. That's how blatant it is right here. And you can see there. I see 3 of them already. They will come right up to the car. There's 4 of them.
In the headlights, you see the scale of it. They see familiar faces.
Hey, you guys, I want to follow this girl. She's loading up in this Honda. I want to follow her off and jam her because it might be my girl from Texas. So, yeah, we're going to be southbound Long Beach. It's going to be a red 2-door Honda later model. Now
After a short chase, the driver realizes he's in trouble.
Wow.
He gets away and disappears after dumping the young woman.
You don't learn your lesson, do you?
The officer had run into Maria 5 days earlier during a raid on a flat. She told them then she'd returned to her family in Texas.
So, okay, she's 18 years old. She wants to be there. It's fine. I keep telling her, you should come with us. I'll get you back to Texas. She's going back and forth, and she says, no, I'm just going to stay here. So we let her stay. She was supposed to go home this past weekend to Texas to be with her mom. Today is her mom's birthday. And ironically, we are now sitting in front of us working Long Beach Boulevard.
She told us why she continues to take what they call car dates.
It's cold. I'm trying to get in any car I can, take any date, but it's scary because recently I got robbed. I had a gun in my head and stuff, so I was now I'm more observant of what kind of car I get in and who I'm with and stuff, so it's pretty scary, but...
She declined the police offer of a way out.
I can get out anyway, anytime I want, but it's to me, I see it as just easy money, so I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I don't like having sex with random people. I don't like doing all that with random people because I don't trust people, but it's easy money, so...
How are you? I'm doing well. What's going on? What's going on? I'm good. What's up? Come here.
The young woman was eventually stopped by undercover officers, where they noticed another growing phenomenon.
You blasted your face with your grandfather? Come on.
It's my grandfather.
The tattoos being used by pimps to effectively brand women as property.
She's got a tattoo on her face that says Papa. She says it's her grandfather. The facial tattoos are getting more and more common nowadays with these pimps and these traffickers. So when you're telling me that you're tattooing your grandfather's name on your face, it's a little hard to believe.
And this is the branding, in effect.
Correct.
No different that you would label cattle or property. Something that you write on the outside of your brown bag when you take your lunch to work and put in the refrigerator so everybody knows, hey, this belongs to me. They put their names on them.
Hey, I saw your ad. I was wondering if you had some time for me.
This man is a vice officer, posing as a potential customer from a hotel room in downtown Los Angeles and calling one of the hundreds of girls advertising online.
$3.20 for the hour. I think I can do that. Do you think you're worth it? They'll post an age of 19, but in reality, they turn out to being 15, 16, 17, and things of that nature. So our goal is that the numbers they post, the phone numbers, the locations, and different areas they put out, our goal is to hopefully call them, have them come down here, meet us, and hopefully be able to identify them as juveniles and do what we need to do to make sure we get them out of this lifestyle.
Come here, honey. You're right, you're right, you're right. You're okay. You're okay. Here, you're right, you're right. There you go. Just put your palms together. You're okay.
It turns out Jessica is 20. She declined the offer of a way out of this work.
Anything on you? No. Come here. Here, give me your backpack there.